Hey guys, it's Steph from Hot and Moving, and one of the quarterbacks, one of the rookie quarterbacks in the first week of preseason that was impressive in my eyes, even though he didn't play great or spectacular, but he played fairly solid, better than anticipated. Was Jalen Milroe. Okay, now obviously Shedeur Sanders is getting a lot of talks about how he's played. I'm not surprised by how he played. All right. But Jalen Milroe, I definitely was, and that Jalen Milroe was drafted higher. He was drafted in the third round, pick 92. Had a lot of people scratching their head with that pick. I mean, I thought that Shedeur Sanders. Well, you don't need to keep bringing up Shedeur Sanders. Okay, it's not fair to be bringing it. Okay, I made a mistake on this. Okay, I need to stop doing that. Okay, but I think it's fair though to bring up like a Shedeur Sanders and bring up his contemporaries, right? Even though I think that Shedeur Sanders is way better than Jalen Milroe in my opinion, from a pure quarterback standpoint, not from overall athletic standpoint, but nonetheless though he was picked ahead of Shedeur Sanders. Okay, not Jalen Milroe's fault. Okay, not no knock on him. Okay, it's just more so weird NFL business. Okay, we know all the conspiracy theories and all that stuff, and I do buy into a lot of that. All right, so I will be wearing that tinfoil hat on all that stuff. I have wore it, will wear it, but we moved on now. Anyways, back to Jalen Milroe. Going to college. In college, elite athlete, elite dual threat quarterback. Gets to the college playoffs a couple years ago. I believe they went toe to toe in Michigan. Okay. Really good. And then, Kalen DeBoer comes in from Washington. I mean, it was like, he last minute once because Nick Saban just abruptly retires. So then, of course, they went ahead and get the next hot young coach because Kalen DeBoer was coaching Mike Penix. They go to college playoffs. Okay, they get to the national championship game and get demolished by Michigan. Okay. And Kalen DeBoer hightails it to Alabama. Now, I thought that Kalen DeBoer going to Alabama to a more, SEC conference that is dominant on defense, dominant on the running game, timely passing, coming from, at the time he was the coach at the Pac-10, where Washington was before moving to the Big Ten, more high-flying offenses, more passing attacks, different style of coaching of football. And he gets thrown in there, and Kalen DeBoer struggled. I mean, he definitely struggled his first year there. Not saying that he won't pan out, but really, really, really tough. And in that struggling, Jalen Milroe struggled. He really did. I mean, if you look at his stats in college, it wasn't that good. It wasn't that good at all. Okay. Now, look, 9-4 record. Okay, 16 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. Struggled, really, really struggled. Okay, so when he goes to the NFL, it's like, dang, maybe you could have made the case he could have probably went. Well, I don't think he could have went after 2023 season. Nonetheless, though, he puts his name in the draft, and I'm just kind of like, okay, interesting. Good for him. He's ready to take that next leap. Ultra talented, ultra athletic. Okay, could this be an Anthony Richardson type of situation with him? Is he a project? You know what I'm saying? That's kind of like, okay, he's going to need some time to develop and stuff like that. And you're kind of wondering, okay, clearly he's going to be, on the bench. He's going to be, a couple years away from being a real factor / contributor in the NFL. And he comes in the game. I believe comes in the second half or whatever. He looked confident. Dude was, he was running, trying to make some plays. He really looked good from the pocket. Okay. He looked very, confident. Looked like he was in command at the time the reps that he got. I like what I saw. He looked more of a quarterback, dare I say, in his snippet of a preseason game than he did. When I say more of a quarterback, more of a pocket passer than he did in college, which is crazy, right? So I got my eyes on this situation with Jalen Milroe. I think that look, a lot of credit to Seattle. I know they got Sam Darnold now. I don't know who the other quarterbacks on this team and where he ranks in the depth chart. Maybe he's not. Maybe he's a third or fourth, whatever. Obviously he's in incredible shape. He has a solid NFL quarterback body, but in more athletic cut side. Very good on his feet as just the athleticism. But if he's gonna continue to develop in the pocket and on top of what he did, in the game, in the preseason game. And then you combine that with his athleticism. I mean, damn, this guy could be one of the best picks in the draft, honestly. Gotta be. So look, man, this is really unique. I think these crop of quarterbacks, and then look, we got Jackson, Shedeur Sanders, Jackson Dart. Okay, we got Jalen Milroe up in here. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of other guys. I feel there's another guy I'm missing that played very well as rookies in the preseason game. And Jalen Milroe and Jackson Dart was a couple of guys outside Shedeur Sanders were the two guys that stood out to me, but particularly in Jalen Milroe. Very impressed with what I saw in his performance in a tie game against the Raiders. And I think the future is bright for the young guy. Okay, I mean, I know he only goes 6 for 10 for 61 yards. But I mean, it looked good though, the way he put it together. You're like, okay, it went from a project that may be a while away from now. This could be, his development seemed like it could be fast tracked. Maybe it's just the type of coaching that he's getting out in Seattle compared to what he was getting in Alabama under Kalen DeBoer. Is weird. Sometime in the NFL, it's like you think a guy that's not really a quarterback in college is a way better quarterback in the pro, right? And then vice versa. And it seemed like in this situation, I think I might have to put some stock into Jalen Milroe and thinking this dude has a really bright future. I know it's just one preseason. I know it's preseason hype, but I mean, if you played bad, we saw Quinn Ewers, right, for the Dolphins. He didn't look good at all. Could he turn out to be a great NFL quarterback? Maybe. But I mean, hey, this preseason, if Jalen Milroe didn't look good, we wouldn't be talking about him. We'd be like, well, he was an athlete. He really didn't, do this in college, X, Y, and Z, right? So, anyways, y'all let me know what y'all think about this, man. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe. I'm out.